part of that, which I do discuss in the book, is the fact that no matter what I do, it's always never good enough in the eyes of not necessarily just hip hop, but entertainment in general. You know what I mean? It's not good enough. You're gonna, okay, you got a couple of followers on Twitter, but you can't do a show, and then you do a show. Okay, yeah, 50 people showed up, but 500 people didn't show, and then 500 people show up, and then 5,000 people, and then 25,000 people, and then it's like, okay, yeah, but you ain't got no album, it's okay, but the album's not platinum, okay, and that starts to ingrain into your head, and it's not just music. I mean, it's life, right? It's like, okay, you have no high school diploma, and then you get high school, yeah, but you didn't go to college, and you go to college, yeah, but you don't have your master's, and you get your master's, and then before you know it, you're fucking like 80 years old, and you don't even live your life. You know what I mean? And I think I'm really lucky to have discovered that at a young age, because 31 is young. But my life is a lot just slower now because I've been able to look back while creating this book and realize that basically the goals I had as a young man and a musician and a creative person were bullshit. So like, even though they were real, sorry, I keep cussing. Anyway,
I don't mind.
even though, okay, fuck yeah. So look, even though they were real, and they make sense, like, okay, I want to put out an album. I want to sell a certain amount my first week, or do this or do that. It was just this hamster wheel that never stopped. And I think I just feel like that's very unhealthy. I never once patted myself on the back or said good job. But that's also because I was constantly being berated online. And this was like the revolution of the internet. I came up in a place where, like, a year before, if you didn't have a record deal and weren't Britney Spears and on MTV, like, there's no way you were making it. And then it was me and a few, amazing people, Mac Miller, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, utilizing the internet and going, oh, we don't need them. All we have to do is say, hey, world, here we are. Check us out, by being on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, and doing things and utilizing it ourselves. But when you're doing that, you're then opening your whole world up to the YouTube comments and other people who are trying to say what they would do if they were you. And it's very berating. It's like extremely difficult to hear thousands of people tell you that you suck while you're doing amazing, and the analytics are there and the numbers are there to prove that every song, every album, every this is getting better and better and better. And I think, in a way, it's kind of like a correlation to my life personally growing up. I was like, I don't really want to shoot this gun. And then my friends are like, oh, you're a pussy. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, I don't think I want to sell crack to my dad like my brothers did. And people are like, man, like, it's a really crazy thing. But I'm happy that I'm here. I hope I don't sound like I'm all over the place right now. It's
Not
just
at
a
all, man.
weird thing. It's like, this is what the album was. This is what it was like to produce it. But to talk about my life, it's a weird thing. It's very overwhelming.